There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
My name is Not Seeing the Dream. I'm a 15-year amateur boxer, giving my views and opinions on everything boxing related. I'm here to give you guys consistent, reliable, unbiased commentary. Boxing is my passion, slaying trolls is my hobby. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Incredible news has now come out according to BoxingNews247.com. Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko are options for George Kambosos Jr. to fight in Australia in May. This is both good news and somewhat bad news. It's good news because it's a chance he can fight Devin Haney, but it's also bad news because he can fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko, he doesn't really bring nothing to the table. He doesn't hold a belt. He's not a massive pay-per-view star. George Kambosos Jr. is the unified champion. He holds 3 belts, and Devin Haney holds the 4th belt, WBC belt, and that's a more sensible fight to make than against Lomachenko. No disrespect to Lomachenko, but why would you fight George Kambosos? Why would you fight the dude of somebody that you beat, that he beat? That does not make sense. Lomachenko, he hasn't fought anybody really that good this year for a WBO title mandatory. He fought a washed-up Nakatani, the same Nakatani who had 2 orbital bone fractures and was coming off a fight where he was almost brutally knocked out of, but he managed to come back and overcome adversity. Then he fought Richard Kambosos, somebody who Teofimo Lopez knocked out in the 3rd round. He did knock him out. He put on a dominant performance, but he still could not knock him out. Those are 2 opponents that look good on paper, but they're not really competitive fights that we actually want to see. I would like to see, Lomachenko versus somebody like Gervonta Davis or Isaac Cruz, Ryan Garcia, just somebody else. I really want to see the Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. fight, and so do the fans. It's for undisputed. It will be the 7th undisputed champion in history, and it'll finally settle the beef of who's the real WBC champion, because the WBC, they have done a lot of confusing the fans. They've said that the franchise belt is a real belt, and Devin Haney is the pride champion. Then they turned their back on that, and now they said that Devin Haney is the real champion, and that the franchise title is still a title. It just does not make sense. This will solve all the controversy. It's 2 of the best fighting the best in the sport of boxing, which is something we don't get to see enough in the sport. I would love to see Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. I think it would be a very, very competitive fight. I would pick Devin Haney to win because I think he's the better boxer, but I think that George Kambosos Jr. has a chance to win. He has good hand speed. He's fast on his feet. He has good defense. He's a very good counterpuncher, and I can see that giving Devin Haney problems in the ring, but I also can see Devin Haney's athleticism, his boxing ability, and he showed that in his fights that he can trade on the inside with you, and then he does have some respectable power. What a lot of naysayers will say is that he doesn't have any type of power, but if he was able to keep Jojo Diaz off of him, that must mean something, because Jojo Diaz has a very, very tough chin. George Kambosos Jr. versus Devin Haney is a fight that should have been confirmed and announced by now. They both fight on the zone, so there's no reason this fight should not happen. Eddie Hearn should be trying to make the biggest offer for this fight to happen. If George Kambosos Jr. does not fight Devin Haney, it's a duck move, okay? There's no way else to code it. You're fighting somebody that, like I said, that the opponent that you beat already beat, and that's a cherry pick as clearly as day. George Kambosos Jr., ever since he's gotten his belts, he came out as friendly and all that, but he started to show his true colors when he said that Devin Haney needs to sell his jewelry to make the fight and all a bunch of weird things. Like I said, if he doesn't fight Devin Haney, it's a cherry pick, and it shows that the belts, they kind of corrupt people, man. Teofimo Lopez, he started out as humble, but now he turned into an arrogant dude, and same with George Kambosos Jr. I really hope that Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. can happen. Like I said, if we're undisputed and the 7th undisputed champion in history, it's a historic make, and I'm just tired of seeing Devin Haney getting ducked ridiculously by a lot of the fighters in 135-pound division. But this is my take on it, though. But to wrap this up, this is Not Seeing the Dream. Rocky Harris, stay to sleep. I'll holler at y'all another one. Peace.